Good morning, and thanks for joining us. I'm Laura Garcia.
And I'm Chris Sanchez. Marcus Washington is off. So the city of Oakland is just moments away from swearing in their new city council. And already they're confronted with a safety crisis that firefighters say will endanger thousands of residents.
NBC Bay Area's Bob Redell joins us live this morning. And Bob, today the city temporarily shut down those 2 fire stations to save money. However, firefighters, I understand they had a news conference pleading with the city to reverse course.
You are correct. Good morning to you, Lauren. Chris, this news conference wrapped up about 40 minutes ago. One firefighter at this morning's news conference says these closures are, quote, a tragedy, not worth the amount of money that the city is saving, given the amount of lives now at risk, according to the firefighters. This was the scene within the past hour at 10 a.m. where dozens of Oakland firefighters stood on the steps of City Hall this morning, admonishing the city administrator, begging him to reopen these stations, and warning that the planned closure of 4 more stations next month will make it impossible for firefighters to do their jobs and will lead to unnecessary deaths. Starting today, the city shut down 2 stations located in the hills of Oakland, Station 28 near the Lake Chabot Golf Course and Station 25 near Joaquin Miller Park. These are for the next 6 months, these closures at a savings of about $5 million to help city close its $129 million budget gap. This is in addition to a 3rd station closure, Station 10, which has been closed for renovations. The Oakland Fire Chief told us on Friday that his department would have 5 other stations cover the calls that would normally be covered by these stations temporarily shut down. The firefighters union says this means some Oaklanders could face response times of more than 10 minutes, which is more than double the response time they offered before the closures. When dealing with emergency, we all know seconds count. The firefighters union pointed out this morning that every 30 to 60 seconds, a house fire doubles in size, which means it could conceivably, it doesn't take long for a home to become fully engulfed.
Hear this clearly. If you live in any of those neighborhoods that I just mentioned, be aware that you'll be waiting a very long time for help, regardless of your emergency. You will not have a fire engine at your doorstep in 4 minutes like you would have just yesterday. You will not quickly have firefighter paramedics to help you or your family, and what could have been a small blaze or a small fire near your house will become a conflagration, leaving tragedy in its wake. I've been telling lawmakers to try and hold their breath for 10 minutes to know what Oaklanders will experience while they wait for help to arrive. Well, we, as firefighters, are collectively holding our breaths while we wait for the city to do the right thing, keeping Oakland firehouses open.
The firefighters union says they responded to nearly 80,000 emergencies last year. If the city temporarily shuts down 4 more stations next month to save money, the union says that the 7 closures in total will take away about 30% of their ability to respond to fires and other emergencies. Yesterday, we spoke with Ken Houston, who's about to be sworn in as a council member who represents the district that has Station 28 in it. He says he's going to fight to get it reopened, to get that station reopened. The firefighters also calling on government leaders to finally come to a deal to sell this share of the Oakland Coliseum, and with that new money coming in, they hope that they could get these stations reopened sooner rather than later. Reporting live, Bob Redell, NBC Bay Area News.